Sheriff's Department. Anderson. I'm coming in.
All right, Scrimger. Let's take this from the top. How did you know Dahl?
Are you serious?
Look, I don't want to be here any longer than you do. But it is a routine that we need to follow. You know that better than anyone, Sheriff. So just answer my questions. Would you? How did you know Dahl?
Oh, Jesus!
Did jump you already?
Fuck off!
I could arrest you for that.
Like hell.
So you just happened to stumble upon her?
I'm a cop. I bust people. She just happened to be involved with the guy I was looking to bust.
Anderson.
That's right.
Okay. So what happened after this?
Nothing. Asked her a couple of questions, but she wasn't saying very much, so said my goodbyes and went my merry way.
Thank you. What?
Been a while since I've seen you eat like that.
Like what?
A pig.
Mm-hmm.
So what have you been up to, doll? Haven't had a chance to talk to you in a while.
What's it to you?
Just want to know how you're doing.
I was doing fine until I was forced to with your company, Sheriff. It's funny how things turned out, isn't it?
Doll,
Forget I even said anything.
I need to talk to you.
What did you know about Dahl's connection to Anderson at the time?
Anderson was the end of her. What the fuck she saw in him, I'll never know. Following him around like a lost puppy. Shit. Every time I ran into her, she looked more and more like death herself.
And what made you think that she wasn't connected to the crimes that David Anderson was being investigated for?
Dahl wouldn't do that.
Well, I thought you said you didn't know Dahl that well.
I don't. I didn't. I need to talk to you about Anderson.
And here I was, thinking you wanted to catch up. I'm not a snitch, Sheriff. So what? Is this your way of interrogating me? Do you treat all your witnesses to a luxury burger at a shithole diner?
Fuck's sake, Dahl. Wise up. I shouldn't even be talking to you. But I'm telling you now, it's time to look after yourself. Unless you're willing to say it, unless we can convince the prosecutor to use you as a witness, it's going to be you with a target on your back.
I have nothing to do with Davy's shit.
Really, that face? You sure look like you do. You don't need this dad face. I know you better than that.
Joe, I need you to be honest with me. When did you first meet Doll?
Doll and I go a long way back.
And there it is.
I first met her when she was just a kid and I was a rookie out of my probation year. We'd arrested that alcoholic excuse of a father she had for battering Doll's mom. Doll was about 15 at the time. While the mother was giving her statement, I gave her a cup of tea and a candy bar. I liked her straight away. She seemed to have a resilient heart. Stood by her mom the whole way through that whole shitstorm.
So, after this, you stayed in contact with her?
After that, I would see her around the local shops from time to time. Always had a word and a laugh. As I said, real sparky kid. She left to go to college eventually. Came back a couple of years later. She must have been about 22 or something. I ran into her up at the local diner. She'd gotten a job there.
Hey, Deputy. The diner hosted a massive party tonight, and I thought you liked some leftovers. And of course, my irreplaceable company.
She was so grown up and so full of life. I recognized her immediately.
So you became involved with her?
Like I said, I'm a cop. I bust people. Occasionally, though, it sticks in the throat.
So, what's this case about?
Nothing interesting. Been helping the sheriff catch junkies in the east side of town.
Oh, look at you working alongside the big boys. I give it 5 months tops until I can officially call you sheriff.
I hardly think chasing junkies qualifies me for that position.
Well, either way, I don't see much wrong with a little weed.
It's not just weed, doll. It's heroin mostly. Worst kind of shit. Could get you killed.
So, do you have any leads?
Well, that's Lou Anderson. Few people have mentioned him in our reports, so that's our next follow-up.
And who's that?
Davey Anderson, Lou's son. We're trying to make sure he's clear before we bust Lou.
He looks too cute to be an addict.
Hey, promise me, you won't get tangled up in shit like that. I've seen those junkies. Would kill me if I saw you like that. I was trying to bust Anderson. We'd gotten word he was hiding the heroin in Doll's trailer. But what I found instead was an image will never manage to get out of my head. I didn't bother knocking. I'd had it with Anderson by then, so I went straight in. Right away I was gutted. Anderson wasn't even in the trailer. Doll was there though. Well, in a manner of speaking. Heroin. I knew it was Anderson. Someone must have tipped him off, told him we were after him. Heck, maybe even Doll herself had told him. That's when he must have seen it. Perfect scapegoat. A heroin-addicted doll he could use to blame everything on.
You think he was trying to frame her?
I know he was. Doll was messed up, but she knew her limits. She didn't even feel like a person anymore. She was so light. Nothing left on her but scabs and bruises. Either way, she was long gone before she was gone.
Doll, Doll, wake up, Doll. Come on. Please get up. Get up. Doll! Doll, please, come on. Just come back to me, Doll, please. Come on, get up. Come on, get up. Please, Doll. Doll, please, don't do this to me, Doll, please. Oh, no, Doll, please. Oh, no. Don't do this to me. Come on. Get up on your feet. Come on. Move it. Please, Doll. Don't. Oh, fuck. Anderson, fucking kill him.
I am sorry, Joe.
Why am I here, Danny?
I think you know that. Anderson. He's dead. Now, Joe, you just told me how close you were to his girlfriend. And you also said you blame him for her death. I know you don't need this spelled out for you, but that right there is motive. Tell me you didn't do it. Just say it. Come on, Sheriff! I met Doll once. About 5 or 6 years ago. Yeah. That diner you said she worked at? She was quite the charmer. I don't blame you. She brought me a drink. Had a word with me. When she realized I worked here at the station with you, she looked proud. She said to me, "You keep an eye out for Mr. Scrimgeour. He'll make one hell of a sheriff one day."
Doll was naive.
Nah. I don't think she was. She was a good girl that had bad things happen to her. And quite frankly, Sheriff, I don't think the world's gonna miss another Davy Anderson. I sure can't see anyone pursuing an investigation like this. Not for a junkie like him. Right. I think we're done here. Thank you for your time, Sheriff. Go home, Joe. Get some rest. I'll sort this out.
Thanks, Danny.